You are raised in the society or in a marriage setup whereby your mom was someone who is incorrectable. In fact, even the small things she did, it was so that your dad doesn't flee the home and go away. So as a result, she covered up as a way to protect her reputation from both extended families. But was it upon to her? She could have even chased your dad out. Now today you are a male or you are a female, preparing or thinking about getting married. But you are afraid, what if I turn out to be like my mom? What if my wife turns out to be like the way my mom did to my dad? In other words, where am I bringing the content? We live in the society that has taught us women are unattachable or men are unattachable. We have those extremes based on where you are raised or based on which culture you practice, except those who practice the culture of Jesus Christ. Not the Jewish culture, but the culture of Jesus Christ. In other words, who live by the true word of Jesus Christ. And that's why today I would like to ask ladies and male who are listening to this. How comes that if your husband told you, please, the shoe, the skirt, the dress you are putting on is inappropriate? You take it as if they are being domineering, they are being a dictator, they are demeaning you, they are controlling you. But if you go to your boss and he or she, let me even use the he, your boss, when they tell you, I don't want to see you again in that dress. Some of even you can buy something new on social media platform and get it delivered to your office door and go and change without even going home. But when the husband tells you when you are still, let me even put it this way, when a husband tells you when you are even in a shopping mall and tells you, please, this clothes, it's inappropriate before even you go to put it on or try it on. But you say, no, I look nice in it. It is true you might be looking nice in it while with him, but not when you go out in the society. Because there you are starting to expose something or things that are private to him. Men, when your wife tells you, please, that shirt you are wearing is not matching, the hairstyle you are putting on, it is not matching. No, yeah. But when your mom, who is from village, who doesn't even know the sense of style, tells you, your hairstyle, I don't like it. That same day, when you drive back to your city, you go to change the hairstyle. Who bewitched you? What is wrong with you? Who should you listen to? Who should you be beautiful or handsome for? When your wife tells you, please, let's save this money and put it here or let's spend it here, you say you don't have any money. Even if you've agreed that you and your wife, you are going to have the same account, you've hidden some money and put it aside. When your mom calls you and say, please, I'm tired of eating this rice or this chicken or this meat, I want vegetables, I want this. Money from nowhere. You can even borrow and send it. Not because it is emergency. Why are husbands and wives behaving like that? Why are we so easy to obey from the voices from outside, but not the voice from within? In our days, men are sarcasm, men are narcissist, men are this, men are this, men are dog, men are this, men are this. You find a woman who used to do kind of prostitution before they married. Even when they were in the church, they slept with almost every man they slept. Some of them, they did it for a period of time, doing it every day, having different rounds, claiming to the guy, give me more, give me more, give me more. By the moment they get in a marriage setup, they already start to say, is this a food to you? Do you eat sex? Must we do it every day? And she never initiates to the husband. And yet she used to take even phone and call or even walk toward the man's house and sleep there. We talk about she said even sometimes to pay men to sleep with her. But when it comes to her husband, she's like, I'm too busy. What is going on with us? Now, I'm not saying that treat your man as the way you used to treat other men. But do you think if you went extra mile for men who did not, even who you slept with knowing that it is wrong, do you think that even you should sleep even more with your husband knowing that it is right? I remember one day, someone said this, and which I always really regard to be profound. She said this, that we are forcing young men and young women, not only young people, not to have sex before marriage. But also surprisingly, we are forcing married people to have sex. You know, it is weird. It doesn't make sense. When we did not have the due restriction that God has set in motion for someone to have sex, we were busy fornicating, we were busy committing adultery with other men's wives or other husbands. But in there now that today we have now everything in our due restrictions, including those who have women and men who don't deny them sex, you find that they have to be pushed. The woman will go to the elders, please, your son is not giving me sex. The man will go to the pastor, please, the other worship leader of yours who is my wife, she's not giving me my conjugal rights. Then you wonder, why are we accepting the enemy to trick us? We have people today who can do anything for things that do not even matter. We talk about football. Men can cry for football. They can buy different styles and colors of t-shirts. They can travel and use thousands of dollars to go and support a team somewhere. But when you tell them to do something sacrificial, or even just something normal, simple, sit down, someone can chat for 11 hours non-stop. They can even skip a meal. But if a wife comes and says, please, I have something bothering me and I would like to share it with you, if possible, he will start to excuse, I'm eating, I'm taking some tea, I'm having my me time, I'm watching my football. Even if there is nothing he's doing important, he will try to escape. Please don't start to say that women are nagging. No, I'm talking about even those who have women who are respectful. This is a pandemic. And we need, it's a virus, beyond even it's a virus that is rotting the roots, or if I can call it, the stem of the tree of marriage. Today, I want you to do introspection. How many times have you been corrected by someone else from somewhere without even using a lot of effort, and you did what they wanted? Not because you felt it, but because you respected them, of which I don't really call it respect. But how many times have you turned down your spouse? Even when you know vehemently in your heart that what they are saying is true. Why are we obedient to what is wrong, but not obedient to what is right? And I want you to use this illustration. Take a look when you're still in the secular world. The day you started to smoke, the day you started to go to bars, the day you started to wear miniskirts, the day you started to sleep with women, men, the day you started, it wasn't easy, but you still pushed through until it became an addiction, a way of you to live. But let's return it around. And that will even usher us to our tomorrow's content now that we are going to study. Habits. How they affect marriage. Why is it easy for us to do bad habits? Even if they require sacrificial, we will still push forward and do bad habits. For example, like not keeping time with your wife, not keeping time with any person in your life. But let's talk about when it comes to what is right. Take a look how many times do they tell you, please eat some vegetables, drink some water. You refuse. But when you talk about alcohol, you drink it. When you talk about too much sugar, you drink it. When you talk about, you are told, please put on a cloth that is decent, that can cover your body as a man, as a woman. But on the cold weather, you can put a mini skirt without a panty and move around, including that the cold is, you know, I wonder, have we ever really introspected ourselves and got to question ourselves, why are we easily being persuaded? Can't it be that we are not even Christians at all? Because the default of a believer who believes in Jesus Christ should not be to struggle to do what is right. Instead, it should be to struggle to do what is wrong and easily do what is right. I know it takes transformation and it takes to exercise to receive the new word which renews our mindset. What is renewing your mindset, by the way? Today, let's say you are someone who does body exercise, you run, you do all of this stuff. Do you know the day you would like to stop if you have done it over the years? It will be hard. Because you are trying to renew your system of your body. Your body is used to physical exercise, to eat well, to drink well. So the moment now you change that, your body either will have to suffer. That's why I told you, remember the first time children took you to alcohol. You aren't feeling it okay. But you did it maybe to fit in and all of those stuff, but you aren't okay with that. Now, why does it come in the content of what is positive in God? We are crying, saying it is hard until we give up. And yet we still hold dear to the secular music you used to listen to. We hold dear to the excess that you weren't supposed to have. We still remember the kind of sexual intercourse, the kind of beers, the kind of clubs, the kind of lifestyle that we lived, which wasn't pleasing to God. But when our wives tell us our birthday, it is on 1st of August. Please remember to celebrate my birthday. We will forget. And yet we remember your ex's birthday. But do you know your excuse? You know, many we don't remember. You know, many. Why do you remember World Cup? And how many goals? And how many red cards? And how many yellow cards? Listen, it's not that men don't remember or care about the things. They do. It's simply that the world has systemized you to hate your wife and to hate to do what is right. Women, as I was saying, they can put on every wrong clothes for the outsiders, but when they get into the house, they wear the brackets. So now, who should you expose your body to? You know, this house is very cold. Can that house be very cold than the coldness that you're going to walk around with through the cars, through the trains, while you are naked? So let's change and let's have the truth transforming us so that we are more effective in the kingdom of God.